Hello everybody, I've got a bunch of different websites to give you because Thermocraft research, like we've got on the screen here, is not easy. It's made for people who really have to think. I don't want to think. I'm dumb. But with the help of Google and some images and some cheat sheets, we are going to do this the easy way. Or at least we're going to try. Feather, feather, do I have some feathers? Wait, what? That's not the right one. Is this the right one? Great wood from the sky. Great wood from the sky. Oh. This is not an exact science. Just saying. But it seems, depending on the place, I can find a way to make this work. But so far, I seem to be doing okay. And a plant. I need a herba. There we go. That's the way to do research. Now, I'm going to post a few websites in there, and I'll let you pick and choose which ones you find is good and right. But the way this process goes, well, I need a book. I need a Thaumcraft book. Thaumcraft. There we go. Now you need a couple of things to make this thing work. You need a scribe. That's fun, but not what I'm looking for. You need a scribe, and you need some paper. Boop. Now, the way to get these research papers is you're creating them. Oh, this is interesting, but that's not... Essentially, you're picking and choosing which ones you want. Now, you see this little glowing cloud around this one? That one is tainted, so you have to be really careful with it. Otherwise, it will give you indigestion, basically. There. See, you already have this research in your inventory. Ta-da! We have made ourselves a research paper. Or two. Now, to get this from there to here, we need to look up that research. Yeah, which one is this one? Magic tallow. That one should be easy. Oh, yeah, it is easy, relatively speaking. We need some death. Some lightning for Petro. And we need some void. Voila! See? That is the process you go from book to paper to research paper to finding out what it is. Now, some of these will be nice and easy, like this one. The one I had on the screen previous, the Great Wood from the Sky, it had 4 different elements you had to connect. Now, each one of these, you have to connect from one side to the other. Now, if they're in like 4 different places in here, you have to connect them all to each other, like a little dot-to-dot thing. No, don't go there. Magical metallurgy. Let's see if this is the one we want. That's a funny way of doing it, but okay. Let's go Earth. Metal. Crystal. Ordo. Now, I'm doing all this stuff like this. Potentia. You're going to be using up all these things that you've scanned. Now, the way to get more of this stuff is to scan those random little nodes that we saw in a previous video. But ultimately, to access a lot of stuff in this game, in this part of the game, you're going to need to do a lot of research. The final part of the research is going click, and it's been researched, it's been added to you. Now that'll open up more parts of the book, because this is an incremental thing, so you're going to have to not do this in one fell swoop, basically. But yeah, see, we did magical metallurgy. Metallurgy? Allergy. Metallurgy. That one. I can speak really. But yeah, we see that magic tallow opened up alchemical duplication, magical metallurgy opened up purification and transmutation. And these will open up whatever those are. Now each tab, as you've noticed, has more things. Ooh, better things. And the things that are glowing are things that they want you, that you can get from. Now eventually, you can get all kinds of goodies that way. Ooh, I has. Sometimes it won't open up anything because it's not connected. You see these little strings? It's kind of like a little string of magic or a beam of magic. This is kind of like a talent bar from some of the other games you would play. But some of them are, and some of them aren't. But anyway, the objective really is to fill out all these open so you can open up all you can in magic, so you can do a lot of things. In fact, some of them even give you items that are really, really useful, like the lamp of fertility, which will make your plants grow faster. The blocks of warding, which will make it so you can put a block in a doorway and the monsters cannot pass. You shall not pass, block. And it's essentially it projects an invisible monster wall. Now it has a teleportation system in there too. I haven't figured out how to use it yet, but in a previous game I had them. I just didn't know how to use them. I just sort of plopped them in and said, "Yay, there you go." But basically, what I'm doing here is a lot of boring ash research. See, there you go. Paving stone of traveling. Paving stone of warding. Arcane stone. Now, a lot of this stuff you get pre-learned. Ooh. Warded Arcania controlling access. That's kind of like those force fields from a previous mod that the mod maker decided to move on and got sad because they don't have it anymore. Because you could used to be that you could have a high-tech force field, block and control PvP, and keeping your stuff from being blown up by having a force shield over your base. You could blow up all this stuff, and it would just simply do like the Borg does from Star Trek and rebuild automatically. You wouldn't have to do anything. It just said, okay, plop, there you go. Problem is, that was back in version 6, I think? Version 6.2, something like that. Back when there were a lot of mods that were really, really cool, and some of the mod makers don't do them anymore, which makes me sad. But that's okay. We have other mods that are similar and almost replacing. Yeah, and here, one of these is the lamp of fertility. Now, we're going to use one of those things in a machine when I get to the sludge boiler and the harvester, because we're going to create our own liquid EXP out of it. But I need to get to that point. So, today is a short video. Sorry about that. I don't really have much to show you this time around. I'll play around. I'll eventually open up the portal to the Twilight and the Nether. The portal to the Twilight is its own dimension. with its own bosses, and it has an incremental system to make it so you can't just skip a boss and go to the next one. I'm a little mad that the mod author did that, but it does give a level of difficulty sense, because you couldn't skip the Hydra to go straight to the Urghast, which is a giant ghast that shoots lots and lots of stuff, and the only way to kill him is to push him away from his healer bot. Oh yeah, and then there's the Hydra and the Lich King, and there's another one in there somewhere, but you have to kill the first boss to get the achievement for it to unlock the force shield that is surrounding the next boss. Now, each one of these bosses will generate throughout the land, so there'll be more than one of them. But you can't get to the building if there's a force shield in the way. But the Twilight has other things too. There's little caves full of goodies. There's a Minotaur boss. Yeah, that's the one. The Minotaur. He has a whole layer, maze layer that are really fun to play with. You just have to try to catch him before he gets you, because he is wicked fast. But anyway, we'll open up the portal to the Twilight, and eventually we'll even build a base in the Nether. Mainly because I want to spawn blazes and molten slimes. I want to go catch them. There's other fancy things in there that the mods that we've got in here that makes the Nether a little bit more cool looking, like change some of the biomes around, makes a bone forest, it makes a bleeding meat mess biome, adds Cerberus dogs, and a couple other things. But it's a lot of fun. We'll get to those in a little bit. But for now, if you liked that video, hit that subscribe button. If you liked it even better, hit that like button. I just flipped a Rooney on you. Haha. And as always, this is Average Joe saying TTFN, and I will see you after these messages. Bye.